Hiya, how you doing?
Hey, hi Jules. Good to see you.
And you, how are you getting on? You okay?
Yeah, all good on my side. You look sunny.
It's cloudy but warm.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's a bit, but it's warm, so it's fine. It's going to get up to about 26 degrees on Tuesday.
Yeah.
So when we're at work,
Good.
I'm just going to find that picture.
Yes.
Yeah, I got it.
Darren makes amazing shots, doesn't he?
He does, doesn't he? Really good.
Yeah. Impressive. Yeah, it must be. It's a butterfly. So what kind of zoom you need to have?
He's got a very good
get
zoom on his camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely not your phone. Definitely not that. But yeah, I'll dig out my pencil and everything.
Yeah. Well, I must say, Jules, that crumpled paper can become second favorite after the pellet knife. No?
I've got a whole tissue.
Yeah, good. My paper is kind of pretty hard, you know. So
it'll be interesting to see. I've got some paper here as too, so I'll do both. So we'll see how we get on. Be interesting to see. I'm intrigued.
Because now again, I look at the painting, and it's like with the pellet knife that we simply can't get the stuff with the brush, you know. So it's so accidental.
Yeah, so it needs to be like a stipple, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's similar in this way that it kind of gets you the shapes that with the brush you would never paint them.
Yeah, it's good. I must not really like it. I'm just digging out my pencil. Let's have organised. There might be a bit. There might be a bit of noise because next door they put a new roof on the back of the house.
So, still the repair work.
Yeah, they're still there. So yeah, but they've stopped at the moment. They might be having lunch.
They're trying to catch still.
Yeah, because it's supposed to be thunderstorms the end of this week. So I think they're trying to get that done before the thunderstorms.
Wow, thunderstorms is a good topic.
Yeah, it's going that way. I don't see a lot of sun, but it's warm and yeah, stormy. And we are getting tropical. Right, I've got a palette knife just in case. Palette knife. Oh, it looks to me.
Oh, yeah, hello. Yeah, I've seen there is Diane signed up for the workshop. So hello. We're waiting for Darren, unless it's Darren.
Everyone?
Yeah, but Darren is here. Okay, I thought I mixed up with them. There's some person something sign up, but they don't.
Yeah, no, I need to change the name from last
yeah,
time I used this.
Darren had another name, so I was like, okay, maybe. Sometimes people also turn camera on, so but good.
I'm just running a tiny bit. Just running a tiny bit behind today because I've been down at Lockwood Down. I managed to get some photographs of the kingfishers down there. So not massive, great big pictures, but I'm quite pleased with the shots I've got. So.
Oh, nice! You have to share them then.
Yep, we're excited to see them.
They'll be online later on today. I was hoping to get done just now, but I just looked at the potential upload and potentially there could have been 53 images. I think I need to cut that down a tiny bit.
Wow. It must be also huge work, you know, later to work on all these amounts of pictures and to choose correct and
Just looking at,
yeah.
was it the last photo that we're going to do that Darren sent? It's got the butterfly on top, isn't it? And then the bee on the left.
In my case, I see it's kind of second. Yeah, so it's yeah. So there is also one.
Yeah, that's the one.
Two butterflies. Oh, this one is actually also cool. Two butterflies and the bee.
It looks like a buddleia or something, doesn't it? Oh, no, the flowers are too nice. But anyway, it's beautiful.
I think today we will also start with the background first. Yes. When I did the painting, I did the background in the end. But then I remembered also Jules' technique, and I thought this could be still better to, yeah. Otherwise, it's too, one has to go to kind of, yeah. You did all this beautiful messy flower, and then you have to get in with another paint. So, yeah, and finally I found where my gold color, yeah, works amazingly. So this background I have done with green and gold, yeah, and it's really kind of shiny, yeah. So sometimes I turn it green, yeah, and sometimes it turns into gold. So yeah, so sometimes like here you can see it's more. But for you, of course, you can take either just yellow or also just feel which background you would like to have. Yeah, so we have this purple, the butterfly, and let's see which yeah, like light green could work. Also, it's Darren's pictures background. Yeah, although there is more dark. Yeah, but I think we can make it still light, and then later, of course, one can do some dark touch-ups if you want. Yeah, but light, of course, always looks more sunshine happy. Yeah, Darren, and I was talking to Jules that crumpled paper worked so amazingly, yeah, that we might use it again one day. It's like fillet knife, yeah, it gives you really unexpected shapes. And, yeah, so I think, yeah, we can start. So, yeah. So the drawing today will be pretty quick and simple. Yeah, so not usually like we spend some time on. Yeah, so I have now like just a small piece here of. Yeah, so let's see. This is my paper. Yeah. And so just pretty. Yeah, we place the bee somewhere, or we can start also just with the flower. So basically, just the shape, approximately shape. Yes. Something like this. So exactly because we're doing all this, the paper. Yeah. So there is really makes no sense to. Yeah. And they did try to make it quite big. Yeah. So a butterfly and the bee I did with a palette knife. Yes, still it's good to have like a bit more space. Yeah? If it's too small, it will be both hard and probably also unclear what's there. Yeah, that one side. But in the end, bee because it's simple. Right? It's just some yellow spots and some. Also, I wanted to say black, but it's not black because. So in this painting, I try not to use black at all. So all my dark ones are purple. Yeah, it also comes good with the flower and black. Yes, butterfly also maybe not too little. Yeah, give it space. But anyway, also from experience, always using palette knife, things grow. Yeah, so even if a painting may be like this, when I will start painting, it will become bigger. Yeah, because and I can mark some this spots of butterfly, but it just approximates some. Yeah. Yes, and then purple. So I have pink and blue to mix. Yeah, of course, if you have a ready one, also works. And then I have also like dark rose color. Yeah, but it's maybe later already this kind of. Yeah, it's also you can play a bit depending what paints you have. Which color tone, because it can be more purple or more pinky. But still the important is of course getting this dark and light parts. Yeah, so this is the game. And we will start with dark, add some lighter ones. Then in some point there will be this just pure white paint spots. Yeah, so it's kind of also growing it, you know, by layers. All right, then we can start mixing. Yeah, and of course it's a bit similar as with palette knife. We need more paint in itself. Yeah, so we're starting with the flower with the dark part. So we're mixing purple. Yeah. And then on the next stage, one can get white paint in it to get lighter, yeah, to get second tone. And this painting is also messy. So when I finished the pre-drawing, I was all around. Yeah. No, you see, I'm going wrong again. I said we're starting with the background and then moving again to flower. I've managed to save myself. Yeah. So yeah, let's start with a quick background. Yeah. So in my case, it will be again this can use yellow and green. Yeah, and then later we go for flower.
Trying to that's a paintbrush out with no water. That's clever. Yeah, I wonder why it wasn't clean.
And so mixing yellow with green also, like you need maybe the paste, so like control amount of green and yellow depending which one you want to get. Yeah, in my case here, I maybe get more. Yeah, and this one we can do probably as you prefer. Yeah, you can. I'll do with the palette knife, and will help myself with the brush in some places. Yeah, where I need to get around my pre-drawing. Maybe I'll get a bit more green. And so then here where I have more or less painted my flower and the bee, I can get maybe quickly with the. Yeah, also in pre-drawing, I did it a bit diagonal. Yeah, so it's also a little bit the Darren picture style. Yeah, it's also can look interesting other than just maybe straight lines. So let's work. And it can be also, yeah, if like once you're lacking paint and you need to mix it again, then you can mix maybe a bit darker, yeah, for the parts below, or yeah, so you can decide also that the upper part is lighter and the one. So flower. Yeah, so but still it's basically kind of, yeah, this background layer that of course during the painting one can edit, but yeah, still the idea is that when we start putting flower, yeah, then later we don't have to get with little brush in between and ruin our nicely created. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so it's also all right if you get over like inside your butterfly or flower drawing, yeah, because I mean that's what actually it should be, yeah, because then we avoid these strange white spots in between. Yeah, I'm also almost not using water at the moment. Yeah, only if your brush maybe is too dry, and it's still kind of putting this intense color. Yes, also where the bee, like feel free to get over the wings, yeah, and the wings will look more transparent if you can get kind of this background looking through. All right. Yeah, how Darren? Finished the
I'm ready, yeah. I'm good for it.
Yeah, cool. All right. Yeah, and then we can mix and get ready our purple color. So first, yeah, we try to get the dark one we can. Yeah. So if you're mixing blue, I mean, okay, it's a question. Are you mixing blue and pink, or you have the ready one?
I haven't got pink here, so it's going to be red and white. Oh, I've got a slight pink, rose pale. That'll do.
Yeah, it's also, so when mixing for purple, it's always better to get exactly pink, yeah, instead of red. Because then it is like, with red, you get a bit dirty, kind of to dark purple. Yeah, that can also, of course, be good for some moments, but still flower is better like this. Yeah. And then, of course, yeah, it's exactly the combination. A bit more blue, yeah, a little bit more dark, a bit more pink, that will be lighter. Yeah, and so this first step is just 2 colors. Yeah, when we will set this dark pink, then we will add white. Yeah, and have the second tone. Yeah, and the paper, so we can practice. Yeah, can crumple it and find some nice corner that you like. And that's it. Nothing very difficult. Just yeah, getting in with the paper to the paint and Yeah, we're starting a little bit on the bottom side of flower, yeah, because the upper side will be lighter. Yeah? So just
I think I feel kind of crazy, but it feels good.
It is. It's kind of, so you can also then move your paper, yeah, because you already can spot, and then somewhere you can kind of leave the lines, somewhere you can smash in between. Yeah, so enjoy. Yeah, so it also helps to, in general, before like the task, if you the nature or photography in our case, and you study, yeah, where is the dark side? Yeah, so we also see here in the middle, it's like shadow from the butterfly. Yeah, so it's good in generally to follow these moments, yeah, between the dark here where the green part connects. Yeah, and still like, yeah, we're putting the layer, and we were going to be putting on top maybe 6, yeah, or more. So it's like, don't get too all over. So yeah, we can go slowly, putting one. So I also suggest before switching to second layer, we can leave it a little bit dry. Yeah, it's we can go, for example, for orange for the butterfly, and then we also leave it dry for a few like minutes. It will be good. It won't be like blending too much in between the two layers. So it's also good to feel this time. Yeah, when I will go with the second layer, it will get in some points, yeah, mixed, but still not so much. Yeah. So what I do, I take now orange. Yeah, and I will go with the palette knife. Yeah, also freestyle around my butterfly. Yeah, and this one can be a bit more watery if you want. So also dipping palette knife into water for yeah, just as a brush to make it more. Okay. My orange probably is, yeah, probably for you not so easy to see. And it's like pretty light, but your guys' experience, yeah, no. When putting orange, I still kind of try to leave, yeah, empty spaces, let's say for yellow in between, yeah. But also more freestyle feeling. Yeah, but painting in this more free abstract way is really more kind of freeing, you know. Well, my tendency to copy as a real as photo is always more like restraining. Yeah, you're worried because you're not getting it so perfect as, yeah. But once you kind of allow this technique take place, those must think, yeah, that's what she's doing every Saturday. Yeah, and then also somewhere putting a bit more kind of thicker paint. Yeah, maybe to the end of butterfly, and then you can just kind of go more light. Yeah, so that could also be the feeling of butterfly. Yeah, on top a bit more, and then kind of blending out. Let's see. I will add straight away some yellow for the butterfly. Yeah, because I feel my orange is kind of. And then we can go back for the flower. Yeah, and of course, in all this, in these techniques, yeah, more this freestyle abstract, exactly the color. Yeah, the color is more important than, of course, the shape. And here, then it's kind of, you have to know which colors are mixing well, yeah, to avoid creating maybe dirty. Yeah, because, for example, myself, when I see the abstract art, there are moments when you feel it's just kind of, I don't know word in English. You know, someone just kind of messed there up. Yeah, it's not beautiful, or it's not something. Yeah, like children, for example, they paint, yeah, and then in their apps all kind of brown.
They're very simple.
So I mean, not every abstract art. Yeah. So, and I think it's really due to color combination also. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's also, for example, it's always good to know when we know the famous abstract artist, yeah, or even let's say Picasso. Yeah, we all know him famous for his some weird square heads and stuff. But if you study, and you will discover like what a realistic paintings he was doing and drawings, yeah, of all the body, and so it's kind of becoming abstract. They all would still go before in this all classic way. Yeah. So, and then kind of, okay, let's leave butterfly also to rest. Yeah, I see that on the screen on camera, my butterfly is not looking so bright. It's actually on the paper. Yeah, so right, I'm leaving my palette knife aside, going back to the paper. Yeah, so now I add the white into my. Yeah, it's also, I can edit not directly in the middle. I can edit also a little bit aside. So I save a bit my dark purple as well, because we will come back to it in later on, because we will now be putting light purple, yeah, and then pink somewhere and white, and then it will become again too light, and to get back this light and shadow effect, yeah, this feeling that somewhere is to create the volume. Yeah? So depends. I think I'll go with another side of paper. Yeah, not necessarily a bit more clean. Yeah, so change that. Yeah, I can use fingers to create maybe some movement in the paper. Yeah, to make it maybe more so detailed. And let's have fun again. And it also, if it feels, it can feel not too contrast, yeah, straight away and add more white, yeah, for example. Yeah, or you say, no, I'll make it this layer, yeah, this kind of purple, and we'll go with one again more more lighter, yeah. But I will add. Yeah, and still no rush. Try to. John, yeah, so now already I'm going a bit on the upper side of flower, also a little bit over the existing one with purple, with dark one. Yeah, so with the butterfly, later we will create with palette knife this kind of shape the line, yeah? It's a little bit like sometimes we do with a pencil. Yeah, and also getting a bit outside, yeah, creating even if the flower, of course, it's not kind of, there are petals flying, but we can go outside the, yeah, our background and create, it's the feeling. No? Right, right. Yeah, so here we're the butterfly. I can come back and make a bit more dark. And it also depends, or you can leave it to later if you already don't have painting your.
I've actually done the background of the paper as well.
Jules, you are.
It's your fault.
I should have thought about it. Like, come on,
you brought this technique to us. So I thought, oh, I know, because some of the pictures that you got, Darren, there is that some of the background is like blurred, and I'm thinking, oh, I know, with that crunched up paper, you could do that.
Yeah. But isn't paper is amazing? It's kind of.
Yes,
it could be also fun to experiment with this. Yeah. You always beat me in this, Jules, yeah? This is what I'm still learning from you.
Yeah, I have no problems of feeling free with my paint, that's for sure. Anything else.
Yeah, it looks like we will be making background really fast and fun in the future. All right, what else I can do? I can, for example, take my palette knife with purple. Yeah, maybe some in between, between light and dark. And I can go for my butterfly a little bit. So I can create maybe this, the upper part. Yeah, so just get it a little bit of contour. Yeah. So I'm doing upper part of wings. Yeah. I can also take my darkest purple and go for the head. Yeah. And let's say the body. Yeah, so it's kind of, it's abstract, but still we need to convey the meaning that it is butterfly. And then also these thin lines of butterfly, what do you call mustaches? Yeah, so with palette knife is also kind of really just with the so not putting it flat, but putting just the border. Yeah, I really wonder, for example, how newspaper would work in this technique. Yeah. It's a bit softer, yeah, so maybe also more suitable. Yeah, so also this butterfly mustache I can make, yeah, not great, but also something a bit curvy. Oh. Somewhere. 3. What about you, Darren? Do you like working with palette knife, or you prefer brush?
I prefer brush. I keep trying a palette knife, but no, I'll just I'll give it a go, see if I'm getting any better. But no, I keep reverting back to the airbrush, I'm afraid.
Maybe it's also something,
don't you? I think that's what it is. That you get something. I feel that's the thing, is that you feel comfortable with, and I think you need to go with it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's of course for sure.
Yeah.
But I think it's also might be connected, you know, like if you remember it was some factory doing some stuff, and then you could realize it's only women working there, because exactly this kind of with the fingers, they could do this little stuff. And because I remember we had Marine from he would hate the palette knife. So it was like it would make him like even more like frustrated. Yeah, all right, so then some touch-ups on the butterfly. Also maybe not too much, not to make it too messy at once. Yeah, so maybe. But it's again, it's what I do. Jules, I know she does energy and then later deal with okay, have to wait till it's dry.
One thing you learn about me is I'm like a battery. I've either got loads of energy or I've got none. There's no in between.
So we can also do some touch-ups for B. Yeah. So to make my, as I said, I would avoid using black. So just to have my purple more dark, I add a bit more blue. Yes, and let's mix. I have my dog here. He's desperate to play. Yeah, but he's very big. I can't really show him on the screen. Yeah, so the B, then I create this circle for the lower part of body, and then they're on top. So there should be also this yellow or all right, let's go for yellow. Yeah, for the B, it can be also, for example, darker, like this medium yellow. Yeah. The palette knife. All right. Yeah, so it's also sometimes the less movements you do, the better it becomes. Yeah, so I try kind of put just few palette knife strokes, and and then either I leave it wet, leave it dry, because otherwise when it's all wet and I start going circles, it's rarely when it gets better. Yeah, so All right. So we can leave. And, yeah, also working with this, it's another flat part of palette knife, but with the side is also nice. Yeah, you get to see these lines beneath it. All right, we can get back to flower. So I will get some, yeah, pink. So actually, like working with the same two colors. Yeah, now just not mixing really with blue. Yeah, and we can. Maybe it also makes sense mix it a little bit with white. Yeah, if it's too dark. But still, it's also like later we would like adding pure white. Yeah, it's good because it makes this nice accents. And of course, almost always more white than pink, for example, to get it really kind of light. Okay, I'm already cheating a bit. I'm using a brush for some. Right. And so also don't be afraid, for example, even with brush or with the paper you put, and it's kind of too much. Is exactly this adding, making combination. So either I add just pure white there on top of the pink, and if it becomes all too light, then I go back again and add some dark. Yeah. So for example, this top. At my painting, the top of the flower here, looks boring. So what I need still some white touch-ups and then like dark again in between. Yeah. So here you can see. Yeah. Then later I went again with dark on top. Yeah, and then it gets the feeling. Okay, it's a lighter part of flower, but still, of course, there in between we have this. And this shadows. And then also finger can go and help. Yeah.
My background's very dark. It looks a bit sinister. Oh, it's still fun.
That's the main thing.
Yeah. It's a combination. It was probably because of the combination that my husband's got. He's put the bloody washing machine on. I've got next door, he's got a power blinking nail gun thing. It's like, for God's sake, somebody give me a break. I'm still doing
it. Right. Yeah, we should also give this the green for the leaf. Yeah, to have kind of also painting generally full. Yeah, in general, it's always everyone suggests to kind of rid of white spaces as soon as you can. Yeah. I'm not always doing this way, but I agree. Yeah. Yeah, so at the moment, I'm coming back again with the paper and the black but dark, yeah, touch-ups. So and somewhere even just like dark blue can work. Yeah, so I'm still again using just these two same colors. Yeah, but in, for example, where I want it a bit more dark, so it can be even just blue and yes, also having, for example, yeah, different brushes. Yes, you don't have to wash every time. Yeah, then you just grab one with white when you need it, and then. Yeah, so it's both. When it gets too dark, you just get in with some light spots, and then it gets safe. But still, we remember like general position, yeah, where we want shadow, where we want yeah, above the flower we want lighter, yeah, the bottom darker. All right, I will get to the green, yeah, and then can kind of rework, yeah, what's what we have. Yeah, and the green then basically also we have one lighter green and darker green. Yeah, so we can create to create this volume. Yeah, the palette knife is kind of nice. It can be almost one stroke, one movement. And I can get with that one. Yeah, so for example, for this leaf, palette knife works so perfect. Yeah, it's really kind of so one can learn, yeah, and then just use, let's say, for this part of painting, I take brush for this part. So got too much green. It's no worries, I can get mixed up with them. It's kind of beautiful. I can go back to my B and also correct it. Yeah, it should be dry by now. Yeah, also, for example, some old brushes that are fluffy, they can really do this exactly this good job of kind of spotting. Yeah, then yeah, also leaving a little bit this kind of palette knife and paper style that the shapes that you want to expect. So they do their job for us. Yeah, so I get darker here, also where the green touches flower. Yeah, and again, if you put it, yeah, and still, it's always, yeah, it has to be more dark when I look from far away. Yeah, but when it gets just like wants to change it nice. And then with finger, I also correct. Yeah, and then once you get to this level of already kind of, yeah, we did most of job. Then of course you can sit back and take a look, yeah, what it feels, yeah, what one would like to add. Yeah, and then one can go a bit adding a bit more fluffy to in the air, yeah. So the purple kind of or pinky parts flying around. Yeah, we can also work maybe a bit more on butterfly if you want it more detailed. Yeah, for example, get a little bit. Yeah, here around the body, I can make a little bit. So I'm taking again, this is my gold, yeah, so or yellow, and I mix it a little bit with purple. I mean, just like what I have on the palette, yeah, and then I get a bit dirty yellow, and I can do this brownish color. Yeah? Yeah, or it can be maybe more just blue stripes somewhere. Yeah, then I also try again, like to do it with the lines, with the butterfly, yeah, like this. Yeah, but the palette knife again works nice because then it gets, if I would go with brush first, I would never go this thin. Yeah, and again, it does this kind of somewhere touching, somewhere not touching. Mhm.
I'm resorting to fingertips now.
Mhm. Yeah. Jules, you mentioned that it's thunderstorm. It's not to count. I think thunderstorm is could be
Yeah,
very some dark blue clouds and then some
yeah, good point.
yellow stripes. I mean,
I'm pleased with my butterfly and I'm pleased with my bee. I'm just not pleased with my flower at the moment. So I'm just going to work on that. Resorting to
you
fingertips.
can't have it all.
Yeah, I'm resorting to fingertips, I think now.
I'm not 100% sure on my butterfly at the moment.
Well, yeah, it's funny. It's either one or the other, isn't it? I think.
Yeah.
But it's also doesn't mean it's bad. It's just like the other part of the drawing is better. So like because it's always we paint something and we think, okay, this part is cool. Yeah, but it's only because this part is cool, the other looks maybe not so.
Yeah, good point.
I'm already ruining my butterfly. Yeah, Darren, if you want, you can send.
Yeah, just about to now. So I'm not. Tiny little things on the button. I'm just going to change. Right, mine's just coming through now.
Oh, without the painted finger.
Yeah, this time. Okay,
Oh, I like it.
See that background on the screen? The background has come out really vivid, but
yeah,
looking at it on paper here, it's not quite as bright, but it seems to come out quite darker when I see it on the screen there.
It's funny, isn't it? I often have to do that and take pictures because it looks so different.
It does. I really love your flower, Darren. Yeah, exactly.
Sorry, you broke up then.
Yeah, she's breaking up.
Oh, sorry. Is it good now? Can you hear?
Yeah.
Checking. Yeah. I was telling the flower is the best. Yeah, it's really like the feeling. Yeah, it has this volume. It has these white touches. The bee is my second favorite.
Yeah.
Butterfly, yeah. As June said, it's better than my butterfly. Maybe like this head. Yeah, maybe it could be they're like the same length, maybe, but but I really love. I even like it better than mine one, much more.
Oh, bless you, thank you.
Well, you did a great job. Really love it. So with the background, let's say if you're not, so you think it's like too dark, or it's only dark in the photo?
It just seems to be a bit too vivid. I think I would like to be a bit more sort of watered down, perhaps, be a bit more sort of pastel type. As it's dried, it seems to have become quite sort of in your face a bit, very, very vivid. But I think once it's dried properly, it'll probably be much better. I think, to be honest. But
I like that under the butterfly there is this yellow spot. Yeah, it kind of gives her light.
Yeah.
So I mean, in case you would change something, but like save this yellow spot because it looks really cool.
Yeah.
And so, like in general, yeah, if you say, okay, I want to do something with the background. Remember how we were doing several times? We would just take like white, yeah, but in your case it could be yellow mixed with white, and then you can either. So if you use brush, yeah, then it's a bit more watery, yeah. So it's kind of like transparent light layer, and it will kind of cool down, yeah. So with this brightness, yeah, it will take off the brightness. Yeah, in case, remember with palette knife, we also did it with wood. You just kind of go a bit over and so. But amazing job, really nice one. Yeah, the flower, I love it.
Well, that was a mixture of using the paper technique, but then what I started doing, because I wasn't overly happy with it, it gave me a good base. I mean, I just got a sort of a roundish sort of a paintbrush, and I was just basically just dotting the flowers in.
Stippling, isn't it?
Yeah.
One can also take these things for ears, you know. They're also, but they're very round, yeah. But they're also good for dotting. Oh, cool, Joe. Yeah, you can give to Mel. Yeah. I'll take off tape from mine one, because yeah.
I think I need to leave my flower to dry. I'm making it into a big splodgy mess.
Right, but you have to send us some spoiler.
Yeah, I will send you a picture. But it just bear in mind that the actual flower does look like a splodgy mess. But I'm really pleased with my butterfly, and I'm really pleased with my bee. In fact, I'm going to put them on St. House. I'm going to paint St. House and put them on that. I love it that much. Let me take all the tape off.
Sure.
No. After this, I'm going for a walk before I kill somebody.
Well, I've got. Well, I'm going to finish doing those kingfisher photographs. So
yeah,
I'll put on the WhatsApp group in a minute the best couple of those.
Oh, please, yeah.
But I'm photographing a football match this afternoon, and then tomorrow I've got a choice of either photographing a ladies' rugby match or a ladies' football match.
Oh.
So I'll probably do a rugby match, to be honest.
Yeah, I reckon because the colours would be good in that, I would have thought, and it'd be more movement, won't there?
Yeah.
So going upwards. So I will go back, and I think actually I might have run out of white, so I might have to go out. That's an excuse in itself, isn't it? I'm going to go out and get some more white paint. Mind you can't do any damage with a palette knife. I can't stab anybody or anything, so they're all safe.
Is your one plastic or metal one?
It's metal, but you really would have to take some to make it. You have to be really angry. I'm a bit miffed, but I'm not really angry yet. Right, okay, let me just take a picture of that one. Is that an angle? Yeah, so I'm pleased with the butterfly and I'm pleased with the bee, but it's just a splodgy mess in the middle. But it will dry, and it'll be easy when it's dry. Right, here we go. Right,
yeah, I feel also with this, this abstract style, one gets like really, because when you try to do it all accurate, yeah, but.
Oh, I love the butterfly, Jules.
Excuse me, thank you.
And the bee as well.
Yeah, it's just the splodgy mess in the middle is a problem.
And your background, Jules.
Yeah.
It's a scrunchy.
Background is really awesome.
Yeah, what I did is I went with the palette knife first of all, very lightly, like you were doing with the paint. And then what I did is I just got scrunched up the paper like you did. And first of all, went with the black, then let it dry a little bit, then the darker green, and then the yellow. because I say, Darren, look at your photos where they're blurred, aren't they? You focus on the actual subject and it's blurred in the background. So that works because you're not focusing on the background, are you?
That's right, yeah.
But yeah, as I say, I've got to let my flower dry, then I'll go back. I might actually, looking at that photograph, what I might do is I might put some real flowers in, because there, some of them photos, you've got some really good pictures of the flowers, haven't you?
Yeah. Because I was going to say, with your flower, what I would try and do, if it's possible, is just try to extend it to the left a bit more.
That's a good point. Yeah.
But basically, don't go any higher. But basically, try and bring it down slightly lower. But basically, just elongate it
over.
until it goes up the frame.
Yeah, that's a really good point, isn't it? It's just it's just I was going a little bit crazy, and like you do. But yeah, even the bottom of the butterfly, I've used that scrunched up paper just for the furriness of it, which I thought was quite interesting.
And it is really awesome artwork, Jules.
Yeah,
thank you.
Such a vivid red butterfly.
Well, it's amazing then when you're angry, but is that what comes out of it.
It's a good artwork.
Yeah, maybe that's what I need each week. It's just someone winding me up. It's just it's amazing. Even with the bee, I drew a bee out in pencil, and then I've got a weeny tiny bit of paper again, scrunched it up, and then put it in the black and sort of stippled it.
The bee looks so awesome.
Yeah, the bee is fantastic. The wings in it look great.
Yeah.
The only reason why that's come out is because what you said, Evie, about being transparent. And that stuck in my head. As soon as you said about being transparent, I thought, I know what I can do is just literally with in the white paint, put in water and then just bring it down.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you both guys got masterpieces today. Really? Yeah.
I enjoyed that today. That's good.
Yeah, I have. I must admit, it's been really enjoyable.
Yeah, I think we should experiment more with the paper, what we can get.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see the kingfishers, I must admit.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, I won't be with you for the next 2 weeks. But I think Mel should be back next week.
Yeah, I might not be here next week because I'm going to a gardening show in the morning, so I don't think I'll be back.
All right.
But you can record it.
Yeah, then we can actually skip maybe once.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, if it's only Mel, it might be also boring that we can just skip and and then Darren will miss only one lesson.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
So maybe miss next week in the week
after, And what I do is I'll take some photos. We'll make this garden show, see if I can get some nice.
That'd be nice. That'd be fantastic.
Yeah, I'll take the decent camera with me.
Take Darren with you.
Come to Whistling. That's where I'm going. Whistling Gardens.
Him in a pocket and like
put you in it. I like that. Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you. I was going to let that dry, and then I will send you when it's finished. I'll send you a proper picture.
Yep. Sounds cool.
Okay.
Well, thank you for joining.
Take care, everyone.
Yeah, and to you. Then have a good week.
Emotional today.
See you soon. Take care.
Bye then. Bye.
My dog got messy. Yeah. Bye.